Alright guys, what's going on? It's Davis, and yeah, I got a Black Ops gameplay for you guys yesterday. Well, I guess maybe it's 2 days ago when I'm gonna upload this, I don't know. Anyways, I recently uploaded a combat training gameplay. For whatever reason, I've been playing that like non-stop over the past couple days. Actually, I do know the reason why, and I'm gonna spend this video explaining to everybody who never understood why I never liked this game online. I'm gonna spend my time, I guess, explaining why I didn't like it. So there are a variety of reasons. The main, center of all the problems just goes back to the game engine and how much lag affects it. Just how laggy the game is in general. And it's not just because that there's not that many people playing, because this problem was going on a long time ago. Like, I'm not the only person who seemed to experience this. Around January of 2011, when this game was about 2 months old, a lot of people, including myself, happened to stumble upon this. I don't know what happened. Like, this game was really fun up until about January, like I said, and then just something happened. Like, people started abusing Ghost and Second Chance, like, unbelievably. And the game just really went downhill for a lot of people, including myself. 3 bars seem to just be like way worse than they were previously, and just a lot of stuff happened that made this game, not that great for the following time. Even here, I mean, what is this? This game's been out for almost 2 years now, and I still am having a hard time enjoying this game online. Now, combat training. I have recently started playing that. I put the bots on like regular, so it's not too easy, but not too difficult either, because they are aim bots, so I mean, even on the easiest difficulty, if they start getting a shot off on you, you're dead, because they have an aim bot and you don't. So on that note, I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about. Look at it. How did this guy know I was there? I didn't even shoot a bullet when I was there. Whatever. Anyways, so the main thing I really like about combat training is the lack of lag in it. And that's just something you're never going to run into in an online game. You're always going to have lag. So there's no evading that whatsoever. And combat training, 0 milliseconds of ping, 0 anything. It's just solid gameplay, and it really sucks to see this game suffer so much from lag, because when I do play in combat training, I enjoy it immensely, and it just gets me wondering how much I probably would have enjoyed this game up until this point if the lag wasn't so bad. And just looking at this game in its core mechanics, just without lag affecting it or anything, it runs pretty damn smooth. The hit detection is nice, and just everything just flows fluently and stuff. It just feels like a good game. It feels like, a 4-bar Infinity Ward game. But you start factoring in these 3 bars and stuff, and all of a sudden, like, honestly, I cannot play this game. It's just, like, this was such a rare game nowadays. It's just, like, I found myself half the time on this game just going even, because I get a kill, and then I just shoot at someone over and over, nothing happens, and I die. And I repeat the process, and I end up going, like, even. And that's not the way I want to play the game. I want, this game online doesn't reflect my skill in any sort of way. And I know that I have some good skill, because, you'll see in these combat training games that I'm actually going to upload that my accuracy in a lot of these games is like spot on with weapons that you wouldn't expect, like the MP5K. And I actually brought that a little bit of that skill into public matches, and I got a couple decent games with the MP5K that I'll probably upload. I really like the gun, I just like using it, but it's just not effective for the most part in online. You pretty much have to use weapons like the FAMAS, the AUG, the Galil, the AK if you want to even be competitive. And I start off this game with the AK-74U, and that's also a very competitive weapon because everybody else uses it. You just kind of got to follow the crowd, sad to say. Here's something else that makes me not want to play this game. Look at this. Look at this chopper gunner. I mean, it's just like not even worth using these kill streaks. The only oh my god, just hearing that sound just makes me want to cry from all the times back in the day when I would just try and use my chopper gunners and nothing would happen. All those juicy red triangle, red diamonds back in the spawn, I could have just annihilated right there, but no. That's another thing though, the hit detection even in the chopper gunners is terrible on a 3-bar. I found myself more often than not just shooting and just, it looks like I'm shooting blanks just because I'm not hitting anything. I've tried multiple theories on how to approach this, shooting in front of the targets, and just nothing seems to work. I mean, it's so frustrating playing this game, and especially now that I actually watch this death. Like, that's part of the reason that this game is so hard to play for me, is because every single death, well, you know, 3 out of 4 deaths is just like, what? How did that happen? That sentry gun locked on in like a split second and shot 1 bullet at me and I died. Like, just stuff like that happens all the time, and it really just discourages me from playing. Another thing is that even when I find myself doing good, when I find myself getting these 70 and 10 matches, I find myself getting bored. Like, there needs to be some goal. That's why I've liked the Nuke and the Moab, because they, you know, they are that ultimate goal that you need to work for. Just getting chopper gunners and stuff, it's just, it gets stale. Even getting these high scoring games, it just, oh my god. So, like I said, sometimes I'll just be doing this consistently, not very often, but you know, sometimes I'll have those hot streaks where I'll go 5 games in a row with like 50 and 5 or whatever, and I'll just find myself still getting bored. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lot more fun than going 18 and 18, which happens about every other game, but it's just not rewarding. Like, I need some goal to work towards. My KD ratio, I don't really care about that and stuff. So that's, you know, that's missing from the Black Ops game. That's something that kind of like made me stop playing it for a while. You know, when I've always said I hated this game, I shouldn't have took that approach to it. To be honest, I hate the lag. I hate playing this game online because the lag and the game engine, those two just don't mix. Deaths like this where, you know, I may not have shot that guy a whole bunch, but I shot him a hell of a lot more than 1 time. I shot a hell of a lot more than 1 bullet into him, and the game just doesn't reward me for it. So a lot of times I just feel like I'm cheated, and that's the worst feeling in any video game, is when you just feel like you're cheated out of something. It just makes you not want to go back to it. I mean, I think anybody can relate to that on whatever game they're playing. But Call of Duty definitely has that the worst, just because it's such a split-second, just fast-paced game that stuff like that's going to happen all the time. And I really needed to go back and address why I disliked this game. So, because I put up like that fake Black Ops 2 trailer just as a complete joke. You know, some people took it seriously. They like literally took offense to the fact that I didn't like like, come on guys, I don't like a video game. Come on, you gotta accept that. You gotta respect people's opinions. And I have completely valid reasons for not liking Call of Duty Black Ops. I've invested plenty of time into the game to know why I don't like it. I have plenty of video evidence to support every single fact that I brought up. Not a fact, but you know, whatever. I have plenty of video evidence, and you know, I just don't really have fun while playing this game. That's just something the Modern Warfare series has always delivered to me, and I don't know what it is. Playing this game in combat training is just actually really fun, because you don't deal with any of this stuff, and it just makes all the deaths seem legitimate. It makes the whole gameplay experience very fluent. I feel like I'm actually rewarded for my skill playing in combat training, which in online I'm not. The only reason I actually come back and play online is because combat training is great, but you're not playing actual people, which can be which can be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm actually going to go and on one of these combat training videos explain why I like it so much. I went into a little bit of detail in this video, but I'm going to go into some really deep detail in the next video. So this gameplay is wrapping up anyways. I die really quick here, and nothing special. This gameplay wasn't phenomenal, but it wasn't bad, you know, especially for my standards on Black Ops. So I just go do a little 360 here, and that's a game, you know. 201. I'm surprised they didn't fix that to where it just stops at 200. But whatever. 66 and 9. Pretty decent game on Black Ops. I'm going to be uploading some more combat training and more online. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Peace out.